Hi there, Sally Silver Linings here, and I just got finished with a wonderful weekend of judging with Rosa, and we had an amazing time.
I'm so happy to meet you.
And she shared with me her story, and I think it's so impactful. And it's about love, compassion, perseverance, survivorship. What other words would you describe your
self-advocacy, self-awareness. I am a breast cancer survivor, now 2 years survivor. I did find my own lump. I was denied a mammogram because I was only 28 years old at the time, and in the state of Florida, under 40, they don't typically give you a mammogram. And I'm so glad that I found my tumor when I did, because the doctors denied me a mammogram and just said, we'll follow up in 6 months. And I'm so glad I didn't follow up.
That was it. When I watched your story, what hit me was when they found it, they said, oh, just a cyst, it's nothing. But she pushed on to fight for what she needed for her body. So my dance teacher fought with breast cancer, was a survivor. Later it did metastasize, and she lost her life to cancer. So this is a very special story for me personally. So here's her story. Watch it right now, share it out, and it's amazing.
Yeah, like, share, follow me on Instagram, Rosa Above Cancer, all one word, Rosa Above Cancer.
Yeah. And here's her story.
Hi guys.
So my name is Rosa. I'm an LPN. I'm a dancer. I've been dancing since I could walk, literally. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of a beautiful 6-year-old. And of course, I'm a breast cancer survivor as well. 2023 was tough for us as a family. My son's father passed away from heart disease. Cancer has it's attacked our family in so many different angles.
We just lost my father to cancer. I lost my mother to cancer.
Last January, I just so happened to be in the shower. I don't know what came across me, but I just wanted to do a breast exam. And I felt a small lump on my right breast. I just knew that something wasn't right. I saw several doctors, and they all told me the same thing. It was just a cyst. My mother-in-law pushed me to get a biopsy done. The results were sent to her practice.
Said, whatever is in this report, I said, we're going to get through it. So she took it and she read it, and then she started crying.
The first thing I saw was carcinoma, and I knew that meant cancer.
This is my first time saying this, but I knew Rosa had cancer before she knew it. I kept looking at her, and she looked like my mother. And the Holy Spirit said, your daughter has cancer.
When she says that she already knew, it's not surprising for me.
I kept telling myself, this is not happening. God, you're not doing this to me.
By the time I was in Nashville for work, and Rosa called me. She told me, and I just remember falling to my knees and just bawling, not being able to be there in person to at least just hold her while that whole situation was just unraveling in her mind. I want to shield her from everything, and this was one thing that I couldn't get in front of, and that was rough.
We got engaged right before everything just exploded in our lives. I didn't know what the journey was getting ready to look like before me, and it was terrifying. They did offer me a lumpectomy, which is when they would just remove the lump. But because of my family history, I did decide to do the bilateral mastectomy. That was devastating as well. But my doctor offered me reconstruction. I definitely let all my providers know that I was getting married. Like, I was not playing. I'm like, listen, I'm getting married next year. Y'all gonna have to give me some new nice girlies before my wedding. It was a very quick process. I ended up it was about an 8-hour procedure. They go in and they remove all the breast tissue. So when I woke up from surgery, I was completely flat. I was sore, I was in pain. I didn't want my husband to look at me with no breast. I was embarrassed.
It was hard to get her to even understand that I'm not gonna look at you any differently.
I had to get a needle put in my breast every 2 weeks and get it filled up slowly. So what they're doing is they're basically stretching the muscle to create a new space for an implant. It was tough going from the nurse to the patient. Like, I needed to rely on my village.
The drains, her not being able to move, and
I think my ego was in the way a little bit. Me and my husband kind of got into it a couple times, and he just had to be like,
I got it, because this is me right here,
Taking care of my mom, this is a hard question. Sometimes I gotta hug her soft when she has breast cancer. I used to help cook. But every time I try to feed her chicken nuggets every day, and she said, no, thank you.
I knew that though, my son losing his father, it made me fight harder. Because I said, he's not going to lose two parents.
But then, here's the good news. She beat breast cancer.
When I found out that the doctor said that she is cancer-free, it was the best feeling that a mother could ever have.
Well done. She did it.
That's when I started to see that light.
Last surgery. Now it's time for healing.
I was recovering. I couldn't get out of the recliner. So I just picked up a paintbrush. And my mom came in and she's like, well, what did you learn how to paint? I didn't even know you knew how to do it. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know I could paint either, but I guess I'm an artist now. I was most devastated by not being able to dance. So when I got back into that studio and I was able to just move my arms above my head, I was so grateful. I never let cancer defeat me. Like, I had defeated moments, but I never let it completely defeat me. I knew that we were gonna make it to that finish line. I knew we were gonna make it to that altar because we have just endured so much together.
We had to do a lot of work. We had to do a lot of work together just to get there.
Our wedding day was such a celebration.
And it was more than a celebration. That was literally everything.
See them standing at the altar. It was the most beautiful thing for me to watch.
I loved the way that I looked in my dress.
When she walked down that aisle, the skin, the beauty, that's Rosa. She's back. She's back.
That day made the fight completely worth it.
And we danced to that, man, I was getting that thing so much.
I appreciate and cherish every moment, big or small.
I'm just so grateful to have you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Don't even know what to say. Oh, God, yes. We're here.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it.
My name is Rosa, and not only am I a cancer survivor, I'm a thriver.
Up, we have Sally Cofield from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Woo! And last but not least, we have Rosa Skinner from Orlando, Florida.